Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, hello. Okay. Before I get into tonight's live, I just want to address this. I have to. I got to. If you come to my page for the gossip and the mess, that's not why I make videos. That's not why I talk about celebrities. And I think people come here for the gossip and I think people come here for the mess, but this channel is for self-improvement. I just need to say that. I think a lot of people focus on the gossip when it comes to my videos and not the lesson or the message that has a lesson to it. Remember when we were younger and we would watch shows like The Cosby Show, we would watch Moesha, right? I had this great idea a few years ago that I was going to use celebrity gossip that everyone is into, right? And I was going to take those public situations that involve receipts and videos and photos and history and whatever's out here in the mainstream media. I was going to take those situations and I was going to talk about them, right? But I was going to talk about it in a way to where we as everyday people can learn. That is my intent behind this channel. That is my intent behind my Instagram. That is my intent behind just about any and everything that I do on social media is for self-improvement. Now, I know when I originally created this channel, it was focusing more on weight loss and beauty and stuff like that. Those videos too can help you improve, right? But now we're growing, right? We're grown women. So we're getting to a point where now we like to have conversations. And so I have transitioned, rebrand throughout the years, and now we talk about these public situations. But lately, every time I get pushback, and it's not just me, it's part of the territory. So I don't take it personally. But every time a Black woman comes on this platform or any platform and she has an unpopular opinion, right? But her intent is to bring awareness, to help you self improve or to grow. All of a sudden, she gets a lot of backlash or she gets a lot of hate. And at the end of the day, you should know as a grown woman that her intent, regardless of if you agree or not, it's still in the right place, even if you don't agree. And I think that just needs to be known and made known on my page. I don't sit up here because, y'all, when I log out of social media, I don't talk about celebrities at all. When I go on dates, I don't talk about celebrities. I don't care about celebrities. They are regular people. They have regular lives. They bleed, they cry, they have emotions, they have personalities, they have all of these things. And so I'm going to take a public situation that they desperately want attention for. That is why a lot of these celebrities are on social media. And it's because if you're a celebrity and you're not being talked about, you're not relevant and they're not making money. So they understand, even I understand, that when you log into social media, you're stepping into this territory to be talked about. Period. Anybody can talk about you. Anybody. People can come on here and talk about me. Just like that. And so you're stepping into a territory where because you make money and this is how you make money, this is the entertainment business and industry. People gonna talk about you like it's part of the territory. Just like when I played basketball, I played sports, and you had commentators for games and things like that. People are gonna talk about you. I've been in newspapers before. People are gonna talk about you. They're gonna talk about your game. They're gonna talk about how you do things, how you operate. If you had a bad game, you had a bad game. People are always gonna talk about you, but you should never take it personally. You should never take it personally. I don't talk about celebrities just to talk about them, though. Like, I think that's weird. I talk about celebrities because you can learn from some of their situations because they are regular and they are normal people. They are very normal people. But I just needed to get that off my chest. I have to buy a little time because there's a lot of cussing in this video. But I'm going to get into this Ashanti and Ivory Gotti situation. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the Carisha situation. Stop tagging me in Carisha and P. Diddy. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't. Stop sending me emails. Stop tagging me on Instagram. Stop sending me DMs. I don't care. I could talk about something else. I don't got to talk about that situation because it's too many triggered people for me. It's too many triggered people, and it don't make sense. Because when I was talking about I had the same message. It's a message. It's not the gossip. It's the message that you should be focusing on. But a lot of people come here just to focus on the gossip. And so I had the same message when it came to Tammy and Waka Flocka. I did a video on it. And Tammy was in her closet having a mental breakdown while she had a whole man, quote unquote, millionaire. They're no longer together. They're divorced. So it's the same message. But I don't want to talk about Carisha and I don't want to talk about P. Diddy no more. Stop tagging me. Stop sending me emails. You may get blocked because I don't want to talk about it. It's not that serious. I can make money 1,000 different ways. I don't have to talk about Carisha or P. Diddy to make money. I just don't like that. It's not that serious. Okay, so we're going to continue. And I may put that video that I did with Tammy, I may put that down below in the comment section because the message still stands. It still stands. You should not be having no mental breakdown and you got a whole man in your life. That don't make sense. And this is for everyday women. You can generally take this message. It don't have nothing to do with celebrities. Should have a man. If you have a man in your life and you're having a mental breakdown, a midlife crisis, or anything like that, and it's rooted from you not feeling like you're supported, you don't feel like you're just not mentally there and you're not being supported at the same time. I'm gonna tell you that the man that you have in your life is not doing his job. He's not doing his job. Why is he there? He's not doing his job. And I want more for Black women. So I'm gonna tell you to get you the man that's emotionally supportive and available to you. I don't care if it's a sugar daddy. And if you're going through a mental breakdown, he should alleviate some of that stress off of your shoulders by getting you a nanny, getting you a babysitter, or maybe you got to cancel some shows, pay some fees, but you got the day off or you got the week off so you can get yourself together so you don't have to go on Twitter and alert your fans that you're having a mental breakdown because you have a sugar baby or a man in your life that can help you with that. That's what's the point of having a man and having companionship of any level if he's not there for you in your time of real need? And I think the reason why the girls are really upset is because some of y'all have friends with benefits, sneaky links, and you can't even depend on them to change your tire. You can't even depend on them for $5, $10, $20. You can't even depend on them to pay your rent. You cannot depend on them to pay your car note. You cannot depend on them if something went wrong with your car and you needed a ride to work. So I just don't understand. I don't understand why women don't reevaluate who they dealing with and who they laying with. If you laying with a man and he's not there for you to where you're having a mental breakdown with your career, I don't see the point of being with him. I don't. But y'all gonna be mad either way. Don't matter how I'm gonna be mad. I don't sleep with men that I cannot depend on. I don't. Because when some real stuff pop off, I want to be able to depend on that man. I don't care if it's just a fling. I don't care if it's just a sugaring. I don't care if it's city girl this, city girl that. I don't sleep with men that I cannot depend on. It don't make sense. Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sit tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. haven't I? I think for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Alrighty. You know what's funny though is that it don't matter what Black woman that is in the Black women's empowering space, they're gonna tell you the same thing. That's why I don't take it personally. People just gonna have to be mad. Okay, I'm trying to pull up this video. This buffering thing has not stopped yet. Okay. And this is why, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is why Black women that do get into the whole empowering business for Black women, they quit. And I see why. I see why. Because as soon as you say something that is true, it's true, right? The message, not the gossip, the message is to improve your life. They want to fight you on it. It's crazy to me. I'm just like, ugh. And then I could get it if women were out here doing it in a way where we're trying to make it seem like you can't do better. You can, but you gotta want it though. You gotta want it. You gotta want better for yourself. Okay, let me blow this up. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Why is this buffering happening? Okay, let me wait. 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 I don't feel like the masses support people that are genuinely being honest. I don't think they do. But like I said, it don't matter what woman that's in this space that's preaching about empowerment. It don't matter. Like, we all get pushback, so I don't take it personally. It does not matter. Come on. I don't know why it's like buffering like this. Let me try. Okay. So let's get into today's video. Oh, Patricia. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna let them take that one. I ain't gonna fight them on that one. Okay, so let's get into tonight's video. I wanted to talk about this because this is real life. Yeah, we may be talking about Ashanti and Irving Gotti, but the reality is this can happen to you in your everyday life as a regular person. You don't have to be a celebrity to have this experience, okay? So what we're witnessing is a man basically turning obsessed because a woman no longer wants him for whatever reason. And he's not taking it well. We see this a lot when we're dating or we're in a relationship and we leave that relationship and we reject the man or the guy that we were dealing with. And a lot of times they turn obsessed. A lot of times men have this belief that a woman is not going anywhere. And I tell you guys this all the time, that a lot of these men walk around with that mindset. They really don't think that a woman will leave them. They think that they're God's gift to earth. They think that, oh, I did X, Y, and Z for this woman, da, 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 da. I can go around doing whatever I want to do not be held accountable. And this woman will still come back to me and she will do whatever I want her to do. She will be by my side no matter what. Is it Irving? It's Irving Gotti. I only know Yo Gotti, so I'm just learning about him today. But Irving, his name is spelled Irving. And I think they used to call him DJ Irv. But I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. Is it Irv? Irv. Okay, I got it. But like I was saying, if you don't know who Irv is, Gotti is. I only know about Yo Gotti. That's just me. I know Ashanti, but I don't know him. This is my first time really like hearing about him for real. But then I'm like, okay, I think he popped up on the scene as a DJ in the early 2000s, but I honestly forgot all about him. But Irv, he is a DJ, a music producer. He's also the CEO and co-founder of Murder record label. He is also known for producing multiple number one records for Ashanti, Ja Rule, and Jennifer Lopez. So he made songs like with Ashanti, he made songs like Foolish, Happy, Down for You, and Gangsta Lovin'. And there's another one that I'm forgetting, but I don't know the name of that song. I don't remember the name of that song. But he is well known in the era, I will say, of the early 2000s. But his train kind of ran out, I would say, around 2004. 2004. So yeah, he had a short money train, but his money train, he made some hits though. Cause I was looking into him, I'm like, oh, okay, he was behind some major hits. He produced some major hits. Got it. But yeah, I don't know if he made Baby. I don't know if he did. He may have, because when you think about it, all the songs kind of have a similar sound. So I could see that. Irv Gotti is apparently also, he was, okay, well, we're gonna break it down. Hold on, let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Okay, so Irv Gotti was reportedly dating Ashanti while he was still married to his ex-wife, Debbie Lorenzo. So his wife seems to have confirmed the rumor in a detailed interview she had with a media outlet. They never mentioned the media outlet. They never tagged or sourced the media outlet. But this is what his ex-wife is saying. Okay. And so it also says that Irv Gotti and Ashanti began dating while he used to work with her on some music projects in the early 2000s. His affair with Ashanti was reportedly part of the reason why his wife, Debbie Lorenzo, stated that she and Irv broke up. His wife, Debbie also stated that although she and Irv were still technically married at the time, they were separated when Irv was dating Ashanti. I mean, I kind of get it. I get it. But let's continue because there's more. There's some more tea. Gotta give y'all the backstory. So apparently Debbie was married to Irv for more than a decade before they got divorced in 2013. While they were together, the couple welcomed 3 children. All right.
Sorry.
Okay, so I know you guys have been, girl, Ashanti was very young. I think he's 11 years her senior or something crazy like that. Anyway, we're going to get into it. So Irv Gotti was on this podcast and he talked about, or he was mentioning Ashanti throughout the interview. Y'all, this interview was 3 hours long. 3 hours long. Don't tell me I don't do research, okay? This was 3 hours long. And I'm just like, who sits up here and talks for 3 hours? Y'all, 3 hours and like almost 40 some minutes. Oh, it's 12 years her senior? It's 12 years? Yeah, I had to pick that. I had to pick that photo. Anyway, so we're gonna get into this. We are going to get into this. I hope y'all ready. So first and foremost, I want to play this first because I have to. I have to put this in here. I have to. I have to because I mentioned it on my story before we even get started. Okay. And yes, I'm referring to men like Irv, men like Gotti, the man that turns obsessed because you rejected him. Even though, this is the thing, even though this man may have done you dirty, he portrayed you in the worst way, he turns obsessed. And I'm about to explain to you why. You guys should follow me on Instagram. Only if you can handle it though. Because not everybody can handle my stories. First of all, they long as hell, number one. And then number two, you may not like what I have to say. I just want to get this off my chest because this just needs to be said because this happened to me. This has real life happened to me. But some of these men will do the most dirtiest things behind your back, portray you to the core, right? And then get mad that you want nothing to do with them. Absolutely nothing. And then because they messed up a good thing with you, they don't want nobody else to have you. So you know what they go and do? They go around town spreading lies and stretching the truth. That is what they do. And because they know that men will believe them. And by men believing the lies that this man is using to smear your name, your reputation, and who you are as a woman, that keeps certain men away from you. That is what they do. I've also seen this with girlfriends. You know, God been showing me a lot about people lately. It's not even just these men. So I got to throw this in here too. Sometimes you have a frenemy. Frenemies, they make these loud gestures to make it seem like they really are for you, but they really not. Because behind your back, they're smearing your name. And then if you have a falling out where they know they were dead wrong, they portrayed you, they were being two-faced and just spreading lies about you or saying things that were really just not true because they're making assumptions based off of your life because of social media. They know that if they go around smearing your name to other women or other girls, that they're not going to want to be friends with you the same way that men do it. And this is all rooted in obsessive, impulsive personality disorder. Had to go to therapy, y'all. There are people out here that are just obsessed. And when they feel like they have been rejected, it makes them more obsessed. This is why I have stalkers. And people don't understand why I have stalkers. I don't really understand why I have stalkers until I started going to therapy. When you start to put your foot down, you stop tolerating bullshit from people. They don't know how to handle that. They don't like the rejection, but they know they dead wrong though. They know they dead wrong. And this is why I don't fool with people. When I'm done with somebody, I'm really done with them because I will never trust them again. And this is why. This is why I don't trust people that basically because they couldn't bully you or manipulate you into doing what they wanted to do, or when things just stop benefiting them, how they just go around smearing your name. And then they dogged you though. Like they lied about you, they spread gossip about you, they smeared your name. They were saying this is this. They were taking real situations and stretching the truth. And then they wonder why you don't want to deal with them. But because they have an obsessive impulsive disorder, they don't like rejection. So now they obsess over you. And it's friends too. Like it's not just it's not just men, y'all. It's just people. Like people are weird, especially today in the days of social media. People are weird. They will really sit up and watch people online. There are people out here that will really sit online and watch you and don't like you. That's weird behavior. That's stalkerish vibes. That's obsessive vibes, and it's creepy. So I don't fool with people like that. Like there are some people out here that are really obsessed. And they could be obsessed over you because of rejection. It don't have to be like they like what you're doing, or I don't know, like you're so successful. Like no, sometimes people stalk you and obsess over you because you reject them. You rejected them, and you didn't even reject them. You rejected their game plan. You rejected their manipulation. You rejected how they tried to victimize themselves, how they smeared your name. You rejected their bullshit, and they don't accept it. And so they stalk you and they overly obsess over you, and they continue to gossip about you to anyone that will listen, just to paint you out to be a bad person. Y'all stay safe. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And you know what? This is my thing. It don't need to be addressed. I don't address lies. I don't address gossip. I'm gonna allow you to believe whatever. But I'm the type of man, I don't take one-sided stories. I investigate because I want to know the truth. I don't want to be misled. I don't want to think I know a person when I really don't. I don't want to just make assumptions about people and I don't have the facts. That's how you end up looking stupid. So I don't move like that. So, but me personally, when I'm on the opposite end of all of this, right? I'm not addressing gossip. I'm not addressing lie. I'm not addressing things just not true. Like people gonna believe what they want to believe. In this society, this world that we live in, it loves believing lies. Oh, people love gossip. People love lies. People love drama because it's way more interesting than the truth. So me personally, I don't care, and I don't feel the need to clear up anything. Like I just don't. If you're not in my circle, and even if you are in my circle, you're just not gonna know all my business. So if people want to go around spreading lies, gossip, whatever, to make themselves feel better, I'ma let them. I'm not gonna come on here and address every little thing. I'm busy. I'm trying to get to the money, and you can't get to the money if you gotta address every little thing or every little thing somebody done said and did. Ain't nobody got time for that. And if people was really about their money, they wouldn't even have time to gossip about somebody else's life and what they got going on. Because when you really in grind mode and you really focus on what you need to do for yourself, you really don't care about what everybody else is doing. You could care less. You looking up and researching things to improve your pockets. You don't have time to be fixated on somebody else's life at all. At all. But we're gonna talk more about this probably on Monday, because I need to do a video about men that are obsessive and their obsessive signs and things like that. Because I've dealt in and even just men, it's people, y'all. I've dealt with obsessive people. Okay. I don't know what it is about me, but people become obsessed and it scares me. It scares me because I recently had an incident with a man, and it was given obsessiveness. This is why I'm in therapy, so I can even identify this in my job. So it was scaring me a little bit. And I freaked out. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of past situations that I've dealt with people. So we're gonna talk about it. We are, but I really want to focus on how men are and how they do you sometimes when you don't want them. Okay, so I just needed to share that with you guys because it's something that I deal with. Okay, in my real personal life. I just don't share it on the internet because it ain't everybody's business. But I'm gonna share it because this is important to me because it's obsession. I blocked the girl in the chat because she's saying you always trying to diagnose somebody. I'm giving you the diagnosis that my therapist gave me. Okay. I'm not giving you a diagnosis that I just diagnose somebody. I don't do that. I don't go on Google and diagnose myself and others. I actually go and talk to my therapist about it to see what I'm dealing with and why I'm dealing with it. When you're an empath, you tend to attract a lot of obsessive and jealous people. They love your light, they love your energy. And so they tend to gravitate onto you and leech onto you and try to just suck you for everything that you have because they feel like the energy that you have naturally is something that truly benefits them. And then this is the kicker. When it stops benefiting them, oh, they turn into your biggest enemy. When you stop benefiting them in the way that they were benefiting from you before, oh, they don't like you. So I'm not diagnosing people based off of some Google research. I'm diagnosing the things that have happened to me in my real personal life that I got from my therapist. Okay. So I just have to throw that out there. I have a real life stalker. This is why I don't have a P.O. box. And this is why I don't be sharing my location and what I'm doing and who I'm with and who I'm hanging with and stuff like that. I don't move like that because I have real life stalkers with an S. Okay, so that's so annoying. Okay, I'm going to get into this. But there's some things that you got to be careful about, you guys. Like, listen, the same reasons that people are upset about me, in my opinion, regarding Carisha, because I'm in the entertainment business. This is part of my job. Outside of my job, I could care less. But this is part of my job, right? I make money to give my opinion on things that happen within the entertainment business. Cool, got that, right? The same reasons why I tell y'all not to share your business and put your privacy on the internet. It's the same reasons why you're mad about the fact that I have an unpopular opinion about the Carisha situation. Don't share. It's really that simple. You want to go vent to somebody? I'm going to tell you to get a therapist. You want to go vent to somebody? I'm going to tell you, check your circle. Why don't you have anybody in your circle that you can go and run and talk to or vent to? My best friend, she called me today. She was like, hey, do you have time? I need to vent. I said, yeah, girl, go ahead. She can come to me and vent about it. She don't got to go to Twitter. She don't got to go to social media. She don't got to have everybody in her business. Because as soon as you do, when you go and you tell your privacy, you tell your business, you alert all the people that don't like you. Why do that? They got the notification on. They ready. They are ready. They ready to talk shit about your relationship. They're ready to talk shit about who you are as a person, what you doing, what you not doing, what you should be doing. So it's like, why share your personal life on social media? Keep it to yourself. Then nobody can weigh in. Nobody can talk shit. Nobody can talk down about what you got going on. Nobody can say nothing. They can't say nothing because they don't know nothing. But when you decide to do interviews, you decide to tweet, when you decide to post things on your social media platform, you decide to go Instagram Live and show people every day what your life is and what it's like, what it is, what it's not, people are going to have something to say. This is what social media is. This is what entertainment industry is. You cannot be naive. You cannot be dumb and not think that as soon as you hit send or as soon as you hit post, that people are not watching you. Ready. Just they ready. Blogs, listen, we are ready. We are ready. This is what we do for a living. You trending now on Twitter and you don't think I'm going to talk about it? Everybody's talking about it. These are the times that we live in. You cannot be naive and think that as soon as you hit send, it's not going to be reposted. It's not going to be talked about. You don't have to be famous for this to happen to you. You don't. You could be an everyday regular girl. As soon as you hit post, as soon as you hit send, as soon as you make a Facebook status, sis, your mama got involved, your grandma that you don't talk to, your uncle you ain't seen in years, know all your business and is talking about it. So the same reasons why you mad about my opinion on Carisha is the same reasons why I tell y'all not to post your business to the internet. I don't know how many people we've seen go viral over, and it's a real life personal situation. And I'm like, ooh, think twice before you hit post. Think twice before you hit send. Same things with nudes. Think twice about it. Think twice. Think twice. Think about your future. Think about if you want people in your business. Think about if you really want your auntie from your daddy's side that really can't stand you. She always got something negative to say. Think if you want her in your business. Think about it.
Story, a documentary. Ashanti bought me this watch.
I like that. I didn't know that. You see, I want y'all to know something. Time out. I want y'all to know something as we dig into these stories. I'm 20 years deep and more with the family and everything.
You got your shit engraved? Don't tell me it's engraved.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's engraved.
Just to let y'all know, I don't know everything. You understand? I just be in the, I'm over here
Shit,
doing
man,
what I do.
my eyesight ain't good.
My motherfucking business. Let me see. Let me read it.
Yeah, read the engraving. It's very nice. Ashanti.
I'm blinded in this nigga.
I can't see it, Nick.
Hey, yo,
we tried that before. We can't read
Bring my bag. Let me get my glass. Let me get my good glasses out the bag, man.
Let me see. Let me see.
You can't get that watch no more. That is
Let me get my good glasses out the bag, man. Everybody, this is Drew. This big Drew. You know what I'm saying?
Says love.
love.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. Let me get my.
You better not put on them old man glasses. You can't stick it to him.
Disrespect me, man. Come on, man. Disrespect me,
Let me see my brother. Let me see.
I can't read.
Come on, man.
Oh, okay, those is it.
It says love Ashanti.
With a prescription in it? I ain't never seen that.
That was always in style. Good. Read it.
Okay.
See if you see that.
It's, damn, I still can't see that. It says, is a memory, I think. You change, what?
Change lives.
You change lives. Yeah, that's what it says.
Change lives. Forever, love Ashanti.
Wait.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't know why I just stopped like that. Somebody said this is the girl. This is how this is. But you know what? This really shows you how men are in private with their friends. This is why I wanted to do this reaction. This is how men are in private with their friends. Everyone tries to make it seem like women just sit around and gossip about men and relationships all day. But men do it too. Especially today. And now they do it in like group chat. Oh, and I hope y'all saw, we gonna get into it. I hope y'all saw Fat Joe call out Ja Rule for sitting there not defending Ashanti. Oh, we gonna get into it. Just give me a sec. I don't know what's going on. That's why I had to schedule the live later because it kept doing this. Okay, we at 159. Let's try this again.
Story, a documentary. Ashanti bought me this watch.
Okay. This man is obsessed. Okay, let's try this again. I don't blame you.
That was hilarious. Dude, that's what it really. You changed lives.
Wow.
Forever love Ashanti.
No, that's
Because
dope.
that was immediate something that I noticed when I watched Ashanti's Walk of Fame. I immediately said,
Where's Gotti?
Mr. Lorenzo's not there.
Yeah.
What? And I felt like you was a hater. I kind of did.
I'm not a hater.
No, not a hater. I just felt like
I'm not invited. I'm not
You wasn't
invited to those
invited.
things. With me and her ain't like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They don't,
No,
they
but
don't,
you
they
gotta
don't
be-
have a-
get along.
You gotta
they don't have a
go.
relationship.
Gotti, I felt like me, just me looking for the outsider looking in. That's an insider, that's an outsider, but an outsider looking in, nonetheless. Right? Right? You understand that? I know.
I told you, listen, to the women, if you can stomach it, I'm going to tell you to go to the barbershop. If you didn't have a father in your life, you don't have a male figure in your life, I'm going to tell you, just go to the barbershop. Just sit in there. The things you hear the raw, uncut truth about how men really feel. I'm going to tell you to go in there and spend a day in there. Okay? I'm going to tell you to go in there because you're going to get the real, raw truth. They're not going to sugarcoat it in there to make you feel better. And then if you get defensive and you start talking and you get emotional and you get upset, they're going to kick you out because that's a male space. So if you can stomach it and have discipline and not get defensive, I'm going to tell you to go spend just a few hours in there and then report back and tell me what they say. That's what I be doing. Just go in there and listen. Okay, so this is basically a barbershop conversation. This is a male group chat conversation. This is all the guys got together. This is what it's like.
You probably didn't, but you did.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You see what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I just want, because I wanted, like, it felt good.
I'm never a hater.
No.
So anyone out there,
let me rephrase that.
Remove, I am never a hater.
Yeah.
Me
I'll
and,
rephrase that.
me and Ashanti created and made history.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I don't see eye to eye with her anymore.
Let me explain what I meant, right? Because the week after that, I went to DJ Khaled's. I always pronounce his name wrong. And I got to see Jay, and I got to see Diddy, and I got to see Fat Joe, and I got to see, Corey, and all these other people that was behind the scenes of Khaled that probably didn't necessarily get those big pictures. Like, it's the very, after you get the stars, them three pictures.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Khaled,
I went back.
Khaled probably called them and asked them to do that.
But when I went, Khaled didn't call me, and I showed up. But when I went back, I was like, damn, I wanted to see Gotti. I wanted to see you there, whether you invited or not, to just throw the murder ink behind her. When they look at you, you feel me? When they put their hands on the thing, I don't even know if that's the thing. If I'm getting
That's the
confused.
Chinese thing.
But
That's the thing.
you know what I mean? When they do the Hollywood shit,
Yeah.
I wanted Gotti to be like this with your murder ink sign behind.
I'm just for peace, I
Me too.
want everybody to be in harmony and peace. Not to say that we gotta hang out and create and do things together, but be at peace. So when it's time for us to come together for things like this, it can be
cordial.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It can be a moment for the whole, Murder family to celebrate our victories. He don't.
I'm a cancer.
Let me pop my motherfucking body, man. Listen, pop my
Hey, but listen, I'm a cancer, dog.
Okay.
I love hard.
Cheerleader?
I love hard, and I don't love hard.
Nah, but you got, what I'm saying? Listen.
Were you a
You know what I find interesting about this barbershop conversation? Don't they always try to give women that are into astrology and zodiac signs a bad rep? But here he is projecting himself to being just, I'm a Cancer. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, ladies, I wouldn't date a Cancer man. I would. It seemed like they got emotional issues and obsession and jealousy issues. Because he really feels like, Irv feels like he made Ashanti. He feels like he owns her. He won't even give her her masters. He won't give her her masters. And he continues to make money off of her till this day based off of the music that he produced for her in albums. So he won't give it to her. That's just me being honest. So I'm gonna tell you, well, since he wanted to bring up the fact that he's a cancer, I'm gonna tell you to stay away from cancers. You know what? You know who else was a cancer man? What was that man that got caught with the wife? He had a whole wife and he was coming. Derrick Jackson, he's a cancer man too. I'm gonna tell you to stay away from him.
Cheerleading though, right? I was cheerleading watching the ceremony.
Here's the thing.
I didn't watch it.
Here's the thing. We created something special.
I didn't fucking watch it.
We created something special.
Even Mark Jackson watched.
And it's like,
The Golden
this
State
is
Warriors
20
move
years
on.
later coming up for all of us, and 20 years for Ashanti, my 20s passed, and
Because you was at the ceremony.
I was there.
You were living it
I was
up.
there. I was
Listen, when we did the doc,
Mhm.
we tried to get Ashanti 3 different times. She turned it down each and every time. So what I like to say is just the other side. We've tried when we flirted with the idea of doing the Murder Inc. reunion tour.
I love that idea.
Yeah, she turned it down. I'm never fucking with y'all.
She didn't say that.
Basically. So, you know, when
Is it about the Masters? Because I watched the Breakfast Club.
listen,
trying to do a good thing, a good job.
let's speak on the
It's not only Ashanti, but has there been rumors with you, with Charlie Baltimore? Like, is that
sexually?
Yes, there's been
No.
rumors. No, never. Okay, so let's
I
leave
never
Charlie
heard
Baltimore
that.
out of
I
that.
never heard that.
No,
Now, you guys, I got to give you a little backstory. Okay? Because there's some fill-ins missing here. So if you didn't know, when Ashanti was 21, I think this was like in 2014, she walked away from the murder label. She walked away from Irv Gotti because he was being investigated for money laundering by the feds. And so that was a very hectic time for Ashanti because she was being investigated, she was being interrogated, and she was trying to separate herself from all the legal issues that were going on. She actually thought that it was, I thought, wait a minute. Yeah, it was in 2004. Did I say 14? Hopefully I didn't say 14. I thought I said 2004. But she was trying to distance herself from all of that because she didn't want any parts. And it's like, what man in their right mind doesn't understand that? And I'm pretty sure Ashanti comes from a 2-parent household. I'm pretty sure she does. I don't remember. I didn't look into her life, but I think she does. So she was most likely being encouraged by her family to separate herself as well. They were probably encouraging her, like, take on a solo career, go solo, you know, make your own music, get away from the label and everything like that. And so she walked away. She said, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And I think when he took it personally, but I think it had everything. He said she was 21, so I don't know. But I think it had everything to do with the fact that she just didn't want to be a part of everything that was going on. It was a lot. So she broke free. She broke out when he was being investigated for money laundering. Okay, let me continue. So it's not like he just didn't want to. She just broke out for no reason. She actually had a legitimate reason.
I'm flowing with the flow, baby. You know, I'm flowing with the flow. But when you just said you didn't mess up with Ashanti, let me just ask you. But was that kind of like, did that ever get involved with the business part of it? Like, you know, that you guys were most romantically involved. Did that ever, like, you know, trickle down to the business? Like,
It helped her.
Okay, I'm not following. It helped her that y'all was together. That y'all was.
I mean, happy, big record. right?
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you how happy.
Yo, BT, you're going to check for me, nigga.
Hey, this table feels like
Hold on. Yeah.
So happy. Let me explain how the relationship and how it worked to
Yeah, I'm
advantage.
dating at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're together.
Matching watches. I imagine you bought her watch too.
I bought her mad shit.
Okay. Birkins, all that. All
I
right.
bought. She gained.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I don't know about none of this either. I just know.
And I gotta make this known, y'all. Okay. I know that there are women on this platform and they coach you on how to get things for men and things like that. But I'm gonna tell you this. Be careful who you take things from. Be careful what men you accept gifts from, bags from, shoes from, trips from, money from. Because when you take money from you can't just take gifts and money from any man out here. Because some of these men are obsessive and possessive. And so if you take anything from them, money, shoes, clothes, y'all, and it could be something so small, don't have to be super expensive. They will feel like they own you. They will feel like they own you. So I'm going to tell you that when a man offers to do things for you, you need to use your discernment on whether or not you can truly accept the offer, because some offers you can't accept from just anybody. It's very similar to when you go out and you may be with your girlfriends or something like that, or you may be by yourself and a man offers you a drink and then he feels like he owns your whole time out in that setting. He feels like you have to give him all of your attention for the rest of the time that you're in whatever establishment he bought you to drink in. This is why you have to be selective about who you allow to buy you drinks. I don't accept drinks from just any and everybody. I'm very, very selective on who I allow to buy me a drink. First of all, I'm not desperate for a drink. I'm not, because I understand that I can't just go out and accept drinks or accept for a man to get me in here, get me in there, unless it's a man that I know well, but not just anybody. Because any man out here, the reason is because a lot of these men feel like after they do for you, they own you. And this is what pimping is. You see, I talked about the pimp, the nice guy, the F-boy, the the lover boy. The lover boy. That's P. Diddy. Oh, he's a lover boy. And he loves to spoil you, buy you gifts, buy you flowers and things like that. Then there's the pimp. The pimp is the guy that will trick on you. Oh, girl, he will trick on you so good. But as soon as things stop benefiting him, it goes south. There's also the player though too. And then remember when I said that one man can have all of these faces? Oh, yes, they can have the pimp face, they can have the player face, they can have the lover boy face, they can have the F-boy face and the nice guy face, but they're the same man. You got to be careful. Lover boy is like a Drake. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a breakdown. But you gotta know, you can't accept gifts from just anybody. You can't accept even just drinks. Because as soon as you do, I'm telling you, these men will feel like they own you. That's what a pimp is. Y'all thought, a lot of women think, oh, for you to get pimped out, you got to stand on the street corner. No, you don't. All you got to do is accept a drink from a guy, the wrong guy at a bar, and all hell would break loose. So, got to be careful. Got to be careful. And in this situation, I would put this in the category of pimp. He thinks he owns her. He thinks that because he put her on, he owns her now. And this is why you can't allow just any man to do for you. Gotta check. You gotta use your discernment on who you really dealing with. And this is why. Let's continue.
Okay.
So
you Switzerland. Stay out of it.
I'm Switzerland. There you go.
We just finished sleeping together or whatever.
Okay.
I'm taking a shower. I'm in the shower. nigga be creative after.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Shit, I got to get
Look, they
comfortable
laughing
for
'cause
this
it's
story.
real.
I ain't never heard these stories either. I'm getting comfortable. I didn't get. We got popcorn.
Listen,
Let me read popcorn. That's
I'm in the
when we
shower.
shit at Kitchen. Don't steal my shit.
I'll give you the quick story. You can see the full story
on the Murder Inc. documentary.
On the Murder
That's
Inc.
going to be premiere on BET.
That's premiere on BET. I think of the whole track in the shower. I get out the shower. I call my nigga Chink. I'm on the phone. Chink, yo.
Chink Santana.
We get to the studio. Chink. Chefs it up, the beat, everything. Okay. Now it's time for you to write. Yo, I want this shit to be a feel-good joint, like summertime things. I'm so happy, baby.
You made me happy.
I mean, but that
Beautiful
the
record.
energy,
Beautiful record.
that record came about because of our energy.
You missed that energy a little bit?
Not anymore. When like 20 years ago, when we stopped,
Like fresh out of it.
I think I asked you this before. I'm going to ask you again.
You guys, we got to stop it right here. Okay, so he said that energy. He said that energy. Now, I made a post to my YouTube channel that a lot of people didn't agree with. I don't post things for you to agree with them. I post things for you to think so that you can expand your mind and think outside the box, right? So this was a situation that I wanted to bring into this topic of conversation. He is obsessed with her energy. When a man is obsessed with your energy, that's dangerous. It's very, 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 very dangerous. So he's obsessed with her energy. He's obsessed and he feels that, yes, that's an energy vampire. He's obsessed with her energy. So I'm going to share this video like I shared on my Instagram, or no, on my YouTube, because I'm going to explain to you why he's so obsessed with her energy. And throughout this entire video, you'll hear him bring up how, oh, but I still get the baddest. Oh, but I still got fine women that I can get, and they all are hanging around me and things like that. But he still wants Ashanti because he's obsessed with her energy. And here's why.
For more womb healing tips.
I'm gonna tell every woman this: these men be putting love spells on you.
So let's talk about it. I tried to make a video about this earlier, but TikTok took it down. So I'll probably be like on my fourth strike trying to put this one up, but fuck it. I'm gonna try to get it to y'all anyway, because it's a lot of y'all who are victim to this and you don't know it because you don't know the signs of having a soul tie, and you also don't know the signs of somebody manipulating your energy. A lot of y'all out here depressed, stressed, you're not yourself, your money tight, and it's all because of the person that you laid up with. You out here thinking that you having a mental episode. Nah, you just need to leave that nigga alone. But I got a free ebook. It's called Secrets to a Goddess Pussy. Comment down below the hush emoji so that I can send it to you through a private DM. But I can't talk about it that much deeper because y'all, I got too many strikes trying to wake y'all up on this app. So follow me for more womb healing tips.
The girls that get it, and the girls that don't, I'm gonna leave room for one day that you will get it, because I believe that you do grow in life. You will grow. You will get to a point where you get it. Okay, so the reason why Gotti keeps saying, "Oh, we made great music together," he's truly, truly obsessed with her energy, and he feels that they made great music. So he's also obsessed with her sexually as well. He's very obsessed with her sexually as well. When you have energy that men obsess over, they're very, very obsessed with you sexually as well. And This is why you have to be careful. Like some of these men, they're not true warlocks where they actually like get in the kitchen and put in a love spell on you directly. But how do they go about it unintentionally but intentionally? How do they do it unknowingly? I'm gonna tell you how. Okay. So first and foremost, when you send a man a photo of you, a video of you, or even if he takes one down or he's on your Instagram and he's masturbating to you, that's a spell. That's a love spell. Okay? It's intentionally, because he's intentionally masturbating to your photo, your video, whatever the case may be, right? Because he's sexually attracted to you, he's sexually aroused by you. So his intentions are to masturbate and be sexual, right? But he's unknowingly doing it. Okay? Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Number 2, when it comes to this. Another way that men unknowingly put a love spell on you is they'll have you do weird things like have sex in front of a mirror. That's a love spell. It's intentional because in his mind, he's being intentional saying, oh, I want to get her dickmatized. I want her attached to me, but I don't want to be attached to her. So his intentions, if you know anything about spells, right? It's not about, oh, you got to get in the kitchen and make some herbs, some oils, and say something in tongues. Not in all cases. Spell work can be simple as you repeating a saying over and over and over again. It's you being in an energy that is very high vibing, like sexual energy. So if you are having sex in front of a mirror, you're binding yourself to this man. Okay, unknowingly, but his intent in his mind is to get you dickmatized. So it's actually going to work to bind y'all together. Okay, another one. Okay, this is another one. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I done put you up on game on this already. But another one is when you have sex on your menstrual cycle. Oh, girl, now you mixing your blood with another person. Think about it. I think I saw a crazy thing in the media about, was it Megan Fox and that crazy man that she be dating, and how they took each other's blood and they put it on their mouths and stuff like that? Listen, I'm going to tell you not to have sex on your period with a man that you're not trying to bind yourself to. Now, this is the last one. This is what happened to me. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me. Every time I was having sex, his name is MGK Kelly, or Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. Yes. Okay. Now, this is what happened to me. And this is the most simplest of them all. So you know how you be saying your mantras in your mirror? I love you. You're so beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. Right? You're saying your mantras. This is what happened to me. Every time I would have sex with this man that I'm referring to, he would call out my name over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And the whole time, every time we would have sex, he would do it over and over and over again. And he binded me to him. And I did not know. Y'all be careful out here. Y'all be careful. Y'all be like, oh, I'm dickmatized. I don't know why. He put that love spell on you. That's what he did. A man calling out your name, that gotta stop, sis. No, ma'am. That's how you create a soul tie. That is how you create spells or a love. That's how you can get binded to a man that you're not trying to like take serious like that. But if he calling out your name, woo, and you're conjuring up sexual energy, he's unknowingly doing it, but he's intentionally doing it because he wants you dickmatized and he's calling out your name, sis. Something to think about. So this is why he's obsessed with her energy. He's obsessed with her sexually as well. You got to be careful. Okay. Men, and this is the thing when it comes to how do you unbind? I'm going to tell you to go get baptized. Yes. Or I'm gonna tell you to do some cord cutting. I'm gonna tell you to take some spiritual baths. Yes, I'm gonna tell you to pray, light a white candle to remove this person or this man out of your energy. Yes. Okay. And it takes time. It takes time. I may even tell you to write somebody's name down and put it in the freezer to be that intentional. You may need to get some therapy as well. So, okay. I'm just being honest. And then a lot of these men, they are demons. They are. That's why you can't hop in the sack with everybody. And then this man is binding himself to you unknowingly with masturbation, period sex, mirror sex, what else? And then he calling out your name. And then he lit some candles too? Oh, and then this is my favorite part. He playing music. What the words say? What do the lyrics say? You got to be careful. And to the Christians that are out here as well, this happens in church too. Praise, dance, and worship. It happens every Sunday. You're in that church and you are creating a high energetic environment in the church with praise and worship, right? And then you'll start to hear how the spirit hits people. Like they start speaking in tongues, they start shouting, they start praising and everything like that. Same formula, same ritual, but with sex. So y'all playing that music, he's shouting your name. God, it's a mess. It is a mess. Oh my, I'm gonna tell you to get out. I'm gonna tell you to get out. So this goes for the Christians too. You're not exempt from this conversation. So for the Christians, I'm going to tell you, go get rebaptized. It's okay. We all had to do it at least one point in our life. And then for the spiritual people, I'm going to tell you, take a salt bath. I'm going to tell you to do some cord cutting. And I'm going to tell you to pray. For real. It's the same formula, same routine, ritual, whatever you want to call it. And it happens every day in church. So be careful. And once you got it, it's hard to break it. It's very hard to break it. So you got to be careful.
Again.
Yeah.
You don't go on her gram sometime and be
absolutely
like,
not.
Come on, guys.
I'm being dead black woman. Listen, I'm being dead serious. And if I'm being dead serious, if you take a look at some of my girlfriends or whatever, yo, they banging, nigga. They all banging. They banging.
But you see Nelly flew out for verses.
That's Nelly.
Ashanti.
That's Nelly.
Let's just be clear.
Listen, that's Nelly.
That's Ashanti.
That's Nelly, and that's my good friend. I'm good friends with Nelly, and all good. That ain't me, my nigga.
Niggas want that old thing back, Gotti.
Nigga, I got.
I'm just keeping it honest.
I got some serious things.
You ain't never seen her thirst trap.
No. Oh!
I don't believe you.
No. I'll see it when like Shade Room or Ball Alert.
So you be seeing it,
right? And
okay.
I honestly don't give one single fuck, yo. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm fucking Ashanti. Look how good she is, nigga. That's y'all. I definitely said it.
Now y'all know I'm not buying this. Do we really expect for Gotti to come on here and be like, he's still in love with Ashanti? No, his ego is not going to allow him to do that. He going to come on here and he going to save face, just like most people do when it comes to social media and the internet and being around friends that they're trying to impress. So no, I don't expect for him to come on here and be like, yeah, I'm still in love with her. But just wait, y'all. Y'all know I like to do my research. So just wait. Just wait. Because I'm going to call him out. I'm going to call him out. Just wait. We're going to continue, though. Of course, when men try to make it seem like you're not doing all that well, I don't know no man that is obsessed with your energy, your sexual energy, your overall energy, that don't want you back. And then you still look good. You still look just as fine as you did when he was with you 18 years ago, almost 20 years ago. You want me to believe that he still wouldn't be interested if she was to come back? Please. And then apparently he's divorced, and then he was married to a girl named Ashley Martelli. I think that's her name. Martelli. Let me look. They got married right after he divorced his wife. Right after he divorced his wife back in 2013. But I don't know if they still together or not. I don't know. By me listening to this interview, maybe they not still together. But yeah, he did remarry right after he divorced his wife that he was with for a decade. So honestly, I don't really trust someone. I don't trust men like this. They're not loyal to anybody. They only loyal to themselves.
I'm
Dr. Dre. Been there, done that, nigga. Been there, done that. And the chick sitting next to me is, I don't want to say crushing her, but nigga, she's in her 20s and ridiculously hot. Disgusting. Nigga, if I bring any of my girls through this motherfucker, Sonny, you, everyone in here be like, nigga, you seen Gotti's shit?
But you sitting up here talking about an ex that you had 20 years ago, and you want me to believe. And this is the thing. Ashanti is the woman that got away. She is the woman that got away. And this is how men are. This is how they get when the woman that got away don't want them. And so they gotta downplay her and make it seem like she not all that. But he's still in love with her. Still obsessed with her. He is talking about all these girlfriends that he got, but who is he sitting up here talking about and making majority of this 3-hour interview about?
Fucking on fire. So not to say, Sean, it's just that I'm way past that. And it's like you ever think like, I know that person. So the rest of the world doesn't know that person.
But you know, people change.
I don't give a fuck.
For the better and get better.
I know that person, and I am cool with where we are. With not speaking, not anything. When we tried to do the Murder Ring shit, that was like an olive branch. I ain't never fucking with that. I ain't doing no Murder Ring shit. They wanted Ashanti, BET, fucking.
I love you, Ashanti, for that.
They wanted Ashanti
I
to tell
stand a
her side
queen.
of the story. They tried 3 separate times. They even asked Mama Joe, they's like, we don't want to not give her the ability to say her side of the story. Okay. But she's never gonna do that because she's never gonna say she was in love with me. She's never gonna say we was together. Bring her to Drink Champs.
Yeah, we would love that.
That is what he has hurt, y'all. This is why this man is so hurt. This is why this man is hurt 20 years later. She won't acknowledge him. She won't work with him. She don't claim this man. Obsessed. She won't even claim this man. That's why I stand a queen, Ashanti girl. So Ashanti wasn't just singing these foolish songs. Right? Songs like Foolish. She wasn't singing them songs just to be singing it. See, girls today, let me tell you something. This is why I love Ashanti. Girls today be rapping and singing about things that they don't really do in their personal life. They just trying to sell you a record, right? They just trying to sell you a record, sell you a dream, sell you a facade. But it sounds like Ashanti really about the lyrics that she used to sing about. And she learned from them. She grew from them. And she elevated to a point where she don't want nothing to do with none of these men in this video. She won't even sit down and have a meeting. You know when Drake was like, "Oh, we can't even handle this with a meeting." Ain't no meeting up. That's what Ashanti is on, and I stand a queen. She's very smart. I respect her. Like that's what I'm talking about. Yes, she definitely deserves the flowers. Yeah, basically, I don't know this man. Keke Palmer, I don't know this man. Yes. That's how I be telling y'all. That's how I be telling y'all to move. Act like you never dated him. You never knew him. You was never married to him if you don't have kids. You know what I mean? Act like you don't know this. Y'all, that's how you turn tables. That is how you turn tables. This is why people call me the heartbreaker, because I know how to turn tables. A man will try to do me dirty, and you know how I act? Cold. Like I never met this man a day in my life. I don't know that man. I ain't never dated him before. I never met him before. Don't even know who he is. Never met his family. Don't know what he like. We never had memories. I don't remember any memories sharing with that person. I don't. When you don't claim men and they did you dirty, that's how you turn tables. That is how, and you do it so classy, elegant. Like, you don't gotta scream, you don't gotta shout, and they are very bothered. Very, very bothered. So no, we don't claim. Once we had our moment and our moment is over with, I don't know you.
Hey, watch this and let her lie to you. Let her dodge and evade the questions.
Ooh, no. Because
I don't dodge or evade. You ask me a question, I answer it. I see that there was no shame in us being together. She wasn't responsible for my divorce. I could give you 3 other chicks that was. I was been separated and out the fucking house. She was, so the things that she's concerned with, I'm like, yo, I told her back then, you're not the person.
So, you know how I mentioned the article with Sons earlier, right? He just cleared up the homewrecker rumor. So she's not a homewrecker, for those that are trying to label her homewrecker. It just came out of the horse's mouth. He said he could talk about 3 other women that he was dealing with that caused the actual divorce with his wife. Okay, cool. Got it.
Right.
She wasn't fucking me to get a record deal. She got a record deal through a man, Mario Baeza, who was a mutual friend. He had her signed, and she worked for her deal. When I first met her, I said, yo, I'm doing JX and Ja. I ain't got no time to do no R&B. But here's what you could do. Just hang around, be in the studio, be a studio rat. She was in the studio every fucking day. That's how she got the Big Pun record, because people was calling me to do records. That's how she got What's Love.
This is all positive.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
hella positive.
Yeah, this is all
I
positive.
put that girl on.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's braggadocious. It's real. I put her the fuck on. And the end rule by saying, yeah, she go ahead, let Bon Bon get on Always On Time. We put her on. So for her to say, I don't want to do this no more, I don't respect it. And that shit, like, I'm a family nigga, right? I'm the youngest of 8 kids. So everything you ever see Irv Gotti about, I mentioned my brother, it's family references.
Right.
So my thing with Murder Inc., when she said, I don't want to do this no more, that shit cut deep, nigga, because I put you the fuck on. I named you the princess.
But she didn't put her, because I see you put your sign up. She didn't do that. She did
Said,
that?
I don't want to do it no more.
Really? Where was this at?
In my Maybach.
In your Maybach? She threw up the gang sign in your Maybach? She's a gangster.
Said, I'm not doing this no more.
But that doesn't mean she's leaving the company. That means she ain't
That
throwing up
means
gang
she don't
signs.
want to be a part of this shit no more.
He feels like he owns her, y'all. This girl was preyed on at a very young age by a predator. And he feels like he owns her. This is why I say you can't accept just any and everything from a man. You got to use your discernment. You can't accept deals. You know how many men have offered me things just from having this platform? Seriously? You can't, and then you can't just, I was offered, I'll say this, I was offered a 7-figure deal, right? Offered 7 figures, but basically they wanted to pimp me out. And I'm like, you can't pimp me out. I'm organic. I'm authentic. I'm gonna make it without you. I don't need your contract and I don't need your 7-figure advance. This is really happening. Like, especially since I moved here to Houston. You got the look, you got the personality. Like, everybody likes you. Let me put you on. No. You can't put me on. You cannot accept opportunities. You cannot accept contracts and money from just anybody. Even when you in the business, whatever business you decide to go into, you cannot be so desperate. I tell y'all not to be desperate when it comes to your love life. But I'm going to also tell you never to be desperate in business. As a woman, you always have to think with a clear mind. You do. You have to think 10 steps ahead. In this case, when you're looking at a 7-figure contract, you got to think 10 years later. You got to think 10 years next. You do. And don't think that just because you dealing with a woman, she's on your side. There are madams, pimps that wear wigs and wear dresses and heels every day. You cannot trust people. You have to use your discernment and your intuition. When your intuition is unclear, like you feel like your intuition, you don't know, then that's when you use your discernment. When your intuition is unclear, then you use your discernment. This is why I talk about discernment on my platform. When your intuition is unclear, you use your discernment in that order. And then when you use your intuition, you use your discernment, then you get on them knees and you pray about it. You get on your knees and you pray about it. You go out into nature and you talk about it. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. But you cannot accept just anything from anybody, and you cannot be desperate, not in love and not in business, ever. It's literally life or death. Seriously.
That's different.
I don't know. I can't.
Was this after the feds came though?
Of course.
Okay, I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah, Rule says that all the time.
Gotti.
Rule's like, Gotti, you gotta give her a pass. She's 21, the feds is in.
I'm totally an
She
outsider.
didn't get in it for that.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I can see how that
That's our fight. You know what I'm saying? But
the average individual. I can see that, Gotti. Like how, you know what I mean? That can scare the average individual.
Whatever.
No, and just be clear.
There's no me without you.
those are fucking songs.
Yeah, I realized that. I realized it's your songs, Gotti. I didn't see. You know that I won't be around. Living without you, breathing without you. Just words, nigga. Just words. Just this fucking song. But you will get, baby, I got a love for my mom. And a deed to go on my soul. Understand, nigga? It's all me, nigga. But so you, what would you do if you was me and you hearing these words, y'all in love and shit? Y'all every day we together.
See, that's the problem.
Every day for like 2 years, except the day she's with Nelly.
She got real. She got real.
I need another bottle. I need another bottle.
Oh my God.
Another lesson from all of this, and this is no knock or this is no shade to Ashanti because we all learn in our own way. I'ma always tell you to never mix business with pleasure, because when it comes to situations like this, when a man is smearing your name, he can, and you decide to mix business with pleasure, he can smear your professional reputation, and he can smear your personal reputation, and he can merge them together and ruin your life. So I'm going to tell you to never mix business with pleasure. It's not worth it. Unless you got married and you signed a marriage contract. Otherwise, and then even when you do that, I'm going to tell you to sign a prenup. I'm also going to tell you to choose a marriage partner that wouldn't throw you under the bus like that. Because he really tried to, he tried to ruin her life. And when did he try to start? This is the thing. When you're dealing with men like this that turn obsessed, it's all because you stop doing for them. They can't benefit off of you no more. They can't use you anymore. They can't take advantage of you anymore. When you cut off an energy vampire, this is what they do. And they still obsess over you sexually. They still obsess over your energy. And they smear your name because they don't want to see you happy with nobody else. So they go around and they smear your name in professional spaces if they can. And they smear your name in personal settings like this. In both business and pleasure like this. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's so sweet. Thank you. So Oh, this man is very delusional. He's very, very much delusional. But let's continue because I got a treat. It's coming up in about at the 18-minute mark.
Ashanti fans, okay, it's enough.
This
is a different kind of BT gave me the so no more. Tune in to see the rest. This is tune in to BT see the rest.
Oh my Lord! I just want everybody to know.
Are you
right?
Switzerland?
No, I'm definitely Switzerland.
I'm definitely Switzerland. I'm Geneva. Geneva. That's how much is Switzerland. Yes,
But what I'm saying is, everybody's allowed to have their story and tell their side of the story.
Yeah.
This is Irv's story. He's telling his side of the story. And Ashanti has her side of the story.
Right.
I don't have a side of the story. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
No, your side of the story, though. No. No, his side of the story is he was a part of helping put her on. Like me and Rule put her on. I made the records, but Rule being Rule. Listen, Rule's the biggest nigga in the world. We could have got J-Lo to be on Always On Time. We could have got any fucking huge name to be on Always On Time. Gotti, fuck it. Let Johnny do it.
But in all retrospect, that was the right choice.
Here's the thing.
It was the right choice.
I'm always for my own.
He killed it.
I'm always for family.
And guess what? It had me on top.
And I like to say this. This is what we was trying to talk about.
And y'all was on time today, too.
Yes, we are always on time.
They were on time today. Listen. Great record.
This is why the shit cuts like a scar, because we did so much. We took you. She had 2 other deals before our deal. I think she was with like RCA and I think Sony. They was trying to make her Whitney Houston. I used none of those records, right? She came with us and not only named her the princess and everything, we put that sound on her, that murdering sound, that warm, right? We put that sound on her. One of the biggest rappers in the game at the time allowed her to get on his #1 record. So a piece of me be like, all right, fuck our relationship, right? I could get past that. I get mad girls. I've never had a problem getting bad chicks. Never.
And what's this weeds? I'm forgiving him.
Hey, man. Keep rolling.
I never had a problem, right?
Yes.
I can get past you wanting to be with Nelly.
Sounds like you didn't get past that. I'm just being honest.
Listen. At the time it happens, any man,
of course,
is hurt.
Yeah, right.
The chick you fucking are in love with is with this nigga.
Country grandma.
You wanna hear how I found out?
How you found
it?
Only on Drink Chat. We saw in the documentary too.
Yeah. How did you find out, sir?
I was at home.
And there wasn't no Twitter or Instagram back then.
I was at home. Listen to this shit. This is God wanted me to find out. I was at home. NBA package. I like watching sports.
Wait, what? Oh, the World Wide Sports Cup.
Nigga D Rose is playing.
D Rose.
Tune into the Chicago game. At home in Tribeca for Dolo. Oh my God, what's this commotion going on in the stadium? We just found out what the commotion is. Nelly has walked in with Ashanti.
Oh my God.
Wait, but time out. But you didn't know? You didn't know that?
I knew nothing.
I'm today years old, finding all this shit out. I'm just letting y'all know.
Let me spray some Creed.
Spray some
Creed. It's Creed.
Keep that over there.
You don't smell that shit? It's Aurora. It's better than Sage.
That's how a nigga found out.
Let's be clear. Let's be honest. You said you wasn't a little hurt earlier.
I said in the beginning.
Of course. He said he was hurt. Okay, this is the hurt part. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. You get to the hurt part because I would have. So you see it on NBA All-Star Game, Nelly.
That happens. Any man.
Yeah, of course.
Is hurt. The chick you fucking are in love with.
Did y'all catch that? I think y'all missed it. Now, I know y'all don't like it when I rewind, so I let y'all watch it through, and the chat was not giving. It wasn't giving. That went over y'all's heads. Let's rewind that. We got to rewind it because the chat box didn't give. See, this is why I rewind stuff. And y'all be getting mad at me, but I just be pointing out key things that are being said that are very valuable to this whole entire live. Y'all missed it. You missed it. That's what I'm like. Y'all missed. I'm like, let me see if they call it out. Nope. Okay, watch this part. Listen very closely.
Time it happens. Any man,
Yeah, of course,
is hurt.
Yeah, right.
The chick you fucking are in love with is with this nigga.
Country grandma.
You wanna hear how I found?
Now, he had to switch it up, but he was about to say the woman that you are effing in love with, but he switched it up that you were in love with. You see that? This man hurt. He is still in love with her. Ashanti girl, what is tea, girl? What is tea? And she won't respond. I'm like, listen, just DM me. I just want to know for myself. Just DM me. You don't even got to make no interview. But I know y'all heard that. Still in, yes. That you still, yes. Y'all heard it. That's why y'all get mad at me when I rewind, but I'm like, did y'all catch that? That's why I said this interview was 3 hours and something long. Sometimes you just got to let men speak and let them ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. And then eventually, what do, ladies? They tell on themselves. That's why when you become a listener and not a talker, you get so much valuable information. It's crazy. You just listen. You just sit there and listen. You just listen. And you just be like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. He just told on himself. This whole time he trying to prove throughout this interview how he not still in love with her, and he almost slipped up and said that he was. Oh, I love it.
Found out.
How you found it?
only on Drink Chat. We saw the documentary too. So
Yeah. How did you find out, sir?
I was at home.
There wasn't no Twitter or Instagram back then.
I was at home. Listen to this shit. This is God wanted me to find out. I was at home. NBA package. I like watching sports.
Wait, what? Oh, the Worldwide Sports Cup.
Nigga D Rose is playing.
D Rose.
Tune into the Chicago game. At home in Tribeca for Dolo. Oh my God, what's this commotion going on in the stadium? We just found out what the commotion is. Nelly has walked in with Ashanti.
Oh my God.
Wait, but time out. But you didn't know? You didn't know that?
I knew nothing.
I'm today years old, got all this shit out. I'm just letting y'all know.
Let me spray some
I'm just
Creed.
letting y'all know.
Spray some Creed. It's Creed. It's Creed.
Keep that over there.
You smell that shit? It's blue aura. It's better than sage.
That's how a nigga found out.
Let's be clear. Let's be honest. You said you wasn't a little hurt earlier.
I said in the beginning.
Of course. He said he was hurt. He said he was hurt. This is the hurt part. Okay. That's what we're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. You get to the hurt part because I would have. So you see it on NBA All-Star game, Nelly.
Not All-Star, just a Chicago Bulls. I got league pass. I'm checking out my nigga D Rose.
And Nelly is going in. Is he singing
the
down,
announcer,
baby?
listen, the announcer. What is the commotion going on in the stadium? Something is going on. Come back off the commercial. We found out what's going on. It seems as though Nelly has walked in with Ashanti. That's how I found out.
You know, I like how Ashanti be out here moving. I do. But I just wanted to also add that these men swear they don't be hurt when they see you with another man. They swear they try to convince themselves and others that they not hurt by that. He was very much hurt by that, seeing Ashanti with Nelly.
Oh, so niggas
But I
say
say
two-way
this
in you? There's no two-way
There's no two-way. Niggas, that's how I found out. But here's what I'm saying. And please, this is the truth. I don't speak all of this truth when I don't supposed to speak, and now I'm going to be a liar. So just know every word that I say is 100%.
Mind you, he had how many girlfriends at the time? He said there were 3 other women that he was dealing with that caused his divorce. Mind you that, right? But he feeling salty seeing her with one other man. Obsessive behavior. Obsessive behavior. That's what it looks like.
I could have got past that. But I can never get past. Yo, I don't want to do this no more. That cut me 1,000 times harder than her fucking Nelly. Niggas fuck.
Right.
I'm a fuck. I don't fuck mad niggas, girls. I don't think that motherfucking karma. That karma's gonna come back around. Right, ladies? If you've been fucking the bastards your whole life, karma says you're gonna get a little karma. Not a chick that you really love. And I try to tell everybody with Ashanti, it was a difference because I never had no chick that I could talk to after we fucked.
Right.
Never.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Jesus Lord.
You know what I'm saying? But with Ashanti, it was like everything. After, yo, we should do this. We should do, yo, I'm taking Scarface, Mary Jane, nigga. Take the flow. Take the flow.
Listen, ladies. He missed her. He missed her so bad. So this was his first emotional connection. This was his first. Let me tell you something. When a man can get money with you, he can have intellectual, deep conversations with you. He was getting something that he didn't marry, apparently, or maybe Ashanti made that fill in for when his divorce was declining, and he couldn't get that from his wife. Who knows? But we do know that this man is obsessed over her energy because he had a genuine connection with her. Like, it was emotional. And I don't think he ever had that emotional connection with any other woman. And they was able to make money together, which, if a man can make money with you, that feeds into his ego as well. Makes him feel more like a man. And so if he feels like you were his good luck charm with the money flow that he had coming in when you were around, he's going to be very obsessed with you. Very, 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 very obsessed. That's why you got to be careful.
That's all part of what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm getting millions of dollars with my bitch. I didn't want it to stop.
Sounds like you did not want it to stop.
He did not want it to
Did
stop.
not want it to stop.
I think we could take it.
Take it.
As an expert nigga.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. I'm so secure in my gangster nigga and secure in who the fuck I am in this universe. I can tell you when I'm hurt. I can tell you when I'm vulnerable or whatever. Nigga, I'm an open book. That's why they silenced Young Malcolm, because I just keep it real. What's the answer? This is the answer to that. 100%. I don't give a fuck. But I say this to say, this is your family. We made you. This is my nigga put you on the ship. You can't abandon this. You can't. And you're gonna say you don't want to do this?
We made you. Didn't I tell you he felt like he made her, he owned her? He swear he made this girl. Like, he is obsessed. I guess her writing her own songs and singing them and dancing and performing them is not her doing it. He made her. Y'all gotta be careful. Listen, this is the pimp, y'all. This is what it looks like. You never get in the sack with a pimp. Ever. And you don't have to be on a street corner. I've seen so many women get pimped out and they were married. I've seen so many women get pimped out and they was in a relationship. But as soon as you stop giving them money, soon as that money train that they had with you, it runs out, you see a totally different person. You don't got to be on the street corner to be pimped out. This is what it looks like. And he feels like he made her. He feels like he owns her. I see a lot of YouTube couples where the woman, her career takes off after the split or the divorce, and the man's career pretty much fails. And they feel like, well, I made her. Or similar situations like the Mary J. Blige situation with her ex-husband. I made her. Be careful who you allow, what man you allow to interfere with your career or be involved in your career at all, because they will say things like, I made her.
I'll never get over that.
But all right, so it started after the game, and then but the feds still have to come into account, Gotti. This is a
Feds
female.
already happened.
Okay.
A lot of people were saying,
Right.
you know, the 98% conviction rate.
Right.
So she would
Right.
she would be saying to me in like emotional crying, like, they told me you're gonna go to jail.
Let's be clear now. Let's be clear. This is a good point as an outsider that's looking in. That's the way they was pointing y'all out.
Listen,
They were like, these niggas is going to jail for
Listen,
life.
and I'm quite
Them,
sure,
Cream,
and I'm quite
everybody.
sure that her people was telling her this is a good thing for you.
To get up out of there.
You're the hottest R&B motherfucker.
Yep.
Gotti's gonna go to jail,
Yep.
and you're free.
Like, distance yourself.
Yes.
Newsflash, not guilty, bitch. Not guilty, bitch. You and your team, not guilty, bitch. I told all you motherfuckers I ain't do it. No one believed me. There's a lot of things they could have came at me for, well, not a lot, but some things. But with that, I remember I asked my lawyer, I said, what exactly is money laundering? Tell me. They said, well, money laundering is just
Okay.
No, it's just.
I ain't even Ashanti. I ain't even Ashanti. I posed the question to Sonny. The guy who.
That's right.
No, what I'm asking you, I'm just gonna ask you a question. If someone who you made says they don't want to do this no more, how would you feel? Give me a real answer. Just give it to me real. You feel hurt? It would be hurt, betrayal, disloyal, all that shit. When you get to.
He said, how would you feel if someone you made said they didn't want to do this no more? Red flag. And this man wonders why she doesn't want to sit down with him.
Damn sure with me, because if I don't know you, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, here's my question to you. Here's my question.
Switzerland.
Go ahead, Switzerland.
Let's go.
Switzerland got to step in now.
Switzerland's not
I
want to hear this.
How long does the hurt last?
Cancer shit.
Definitely can't.
Gotta get over it, saying.
You gotta forgive. If you don't forgive, you might get hurt yourself.
Ooh, shit's getting deep. I got something making sense. Shit is good.
Here's what I say to that.
It'll never make sense.
It works both ways.
Right.
Drake had that dude right there.
Hold on, it works both ways.
Right.
Yo, Rule, we should do the reunion tour. We talking to Live Nation. Live Nation is with it. I'll never do
But
that.
why would?
It's an olive branch. It works both ways.
No, it's not an olive branch when it's like, yo, we got some money.
Big friends, this is motherfucker.
So yeah, you guys.
Just this fucking song. But you will.
Please be careful who you allow to help you as a woman. You can't allow any man to help you. I'm sorry. You just can't. It's very dangerous. And I know we were on here and we started this whole movement to step into your femininity, but there were some other conversations that we didn't have with that movement that I felt should have been had. And it's the fact that you can't, as a woman, you can't accept offers from just any man. You need to use your discernment on whether or not you can truly accept this man's offer, because sometimes their intent is very malice. And so you don't always see that. That's why you shouldn't rush into things. Like, yeah, it sounds great that this man wants to offer you a trip here or a trip there. And it sounds great that he wants to buy you a bag, shoes, he wants to give you shopping sprees, but you got to understand a lot of times these men feel like they own you when you accept it, especially when they're like in entertainment industries and things like that. I feel like, not in all cases, but I feel like you got a better shot when you're getting offers from men that work regular jobs. Not the men that are in the industry, not the men that are all about hood rich this and hood rich that. A lot of times that comes with a certain type of mentality and mindset. So I'm going to tell you to go after the guy that wants to offer to do things for you. Just a regular guy, honestly. But I'm not saying that you should give a regular guy a pass, y'all. There's always going to be exceptions to the things that I say. Okay, but I think you will have a better chance and a better shot at a regular guy. The whole interview was very abusive to me. Like, his whole way of thinking is very abusive, and it's odd that you have a group of black men that sat up there and didn't defend her and then encourage some of the things that he was saying. a lot of the things that he was saying. And it was very abusive. And then he wonders why. And then he wonders why Ashanti wants nothing to do with him. Well, her, because he act like a little catty patty. I mean, he just be talking. He's so chatty. He's very chatty. I don't like loose lip men.
Whoever the fuck you want, right?
Wait a minute. Fat Joe, he went off. Hold on, I got a super chat. I don't like loose lip men. It's not attractive. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I have learned about black men, and I'm saying this with a black father. Men don't care about their actions and choices until they have a daughter. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. I feel, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I posted on my Instagram. No, not my Instagram. I posted on my community tab today that I have a father in my life, right? That don't mean my life was perfect. It don't mean my childhood was perfect. Because no, I don't have abandonment issues, but I still have trauma based off of the fact that there's generational trauma that you have to deal with. Some of y'all need to come to the realization that your father not being there was probably better off for you. So I'm not bringing up the fact that I have a dad in my life as if he was this perfect man. He wasn't. He was not. I have trauma just like everybody else. And if you want to know what my trauma is when it comes to my father, what my daddy issues when it comes to my father, I'm going to tell you to subscribe to my Patreon. There's a video that's on there that I made for you guys so that even though if you did grow up with a dad and you're confused on your trauma, your daddy issues and things like that, I made a video on there for you. I'm just not going to make it public though. So if you want to know, go look it up. But I'm never mentioning my dad as if he was this unicorn. He wasn't. And I'm not going to get into why. But I did have a father, though. I wasn't abandoned. He did show up for me every day. He did work with me one-on-one. He was there supporting me with my games and things like that. But there were some other things that I just didn't agree with within my childhood when it came to how he raised me. So if you want to know, then no. But if you want to know, then go on there. But I just don't like it when people try to spin this same narrative. We all don't have the same story. But it's on my Patreon if you're interested. Some of y'all just didn't miss out. I'm just being honest. Some of y'all just did not. You didn't miss out. Unless you have a situation where you see this man that started a new family and he wants to be father of the year with his new kids, but his older kids that he just abandoned and forgot about. You know what I mean? Unless you have that story, I could be like, okay, I get how you feel, how you missed out. But if your daddy running around town and he look like he ain't bathed, it don't look like he's shaved his face in days, weeks, months. He don't really take care of himself. He's alcoholic, abusive. You didn't miss out. You didn't. And you need to accept that. You did not miss out. Sometimes people not being in your life was you just being better off. Because he would have caused more drama, more havoc in your life if he stayed or was there. He would have been another mouth to feed. He would have been another just traumatic experience that you would have had to heal from. Count your blessings. Sometimes, when we're younger, we think we miss out on things, but sometimes you got to see the silver lining in things that you go through. Even I have to do that with me having a dad. Like I come on here, people talk shit about me all day, every day. I was put down in my childhood almost every day, constantly told I was never good enough. So when people talk about me online, I'm just like, I've heard worse things from my own father. So I see the silver lining in No, that wasn't the best parenting in my opinion. But he did prepare me for trolls online. This is why I laugh about it, because it is funny to me. I'm sorry, it is. I make light of my situations. I make light of negativity. I make light of things when things in my life don't go my way. But sometimes when it comes to your pain, you got to see the silver lining in it and how it may have helped you in some weird way. But you also have to accept that sometimes when it comes to people not showing up for you, you did miss out. You didn't. Okay, let me continue. So Fat Joe, he speaks out and he defends Ashanti. None of those men in that room defended her. None. They laughed. That's what they did. So he decides to speak out. Let's see what Fat Joe had to say.
Whoever the fuck you want, right? Ashanti, right? And so whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old, right? And so I know he was making some points that mean a lot to him, his heart and soul. But when you keep ranting about somebody 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the young lady, right? And so also we didn't know that they was fucking, right? Because the whole time I'm there. What's Love, Big Pun Record, on tour. I've never seen them together like that. Now, I'm not saying they wasn't. They was. Or there was rumors they was. I never seen it. But I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Right? Now, it's okay if it's on a documentary. You got to say your truth for your documentary. But to go to Drink Champ.
Yes, Joe. You better tell him, Joe. This is what a man does, y'all. He shows up for you. He speaks up for you against other men. This is what protection looks like. And then he's standing on what's right. He's not taking sides. He's just standing on what's right.
And keep calling her a bitch. Keep disrespecting. Guys, I'm not gonna be the one, I'm not the guy, to stand up for the brother that I'm not. The Ja Rule was standing right next to him. And so I'm not gonna be that guy, right? But yeah, like I'm not telling stories about a girl I was with 20 years ago. In fact, I hope you die. Fuck you, bitch. Right? Leave me alone, right? And so I've never seen it.
So maybe I'll have to come on here and react to the whole live that he did, but I just got that off of the neighborhood talk. So I wonder if somebody caught the full live. I'll have to go and look. But he didn't lie. I mean, you calling her out her name, you're sharing intimate moments, memories that y'all may have shared together on a public platform. Your intent behind that is to smear her name and ruin her reputation, because Ashanti has a good reputation. She does. And she still does, because this man looks foolish to me. He looks like a whole clown. I don't know who in their right mind would take him serious. So I'm just no. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm just not. Like, that was super disrespectful. The whole The whole interview was disrespectful. There was no need in him continuously mentioning her, and he continuously mentioned her for over an hour, y'all. Literally, he kept bringing her up. So I'm not really here for that. But I didn't call y'all here for Ashanti and Ivory Gotti. I called y'all here to talk about men that are obsessive, okay? And things that you need to look out for. Number one, the first thing that I wrote down on this list is he knows things about you that you've never told him. That's a man that's obsessed with you. He most likely stalks you. He invades your privacy. And a man that invades your privacy is a man that is obsessed with you. Number two, he tries to intimidate other guys to keep them away from you. That is basically what Irv, what did I call him? I don't know this man. So Irv, now I'm saying his name correctly. Irv Gotti. I'm not even trying to be intentionally shady, but Irv Gotti, he has that, he's doing that right now. He's doing that right now. He's trying to paint her to be something that she's not in order to get men to stay away from her. Okay, next, you've caught him lingering around places you go. I'm dealing with that right now, y'all. I'm dealing with that right now without any reason other than to see you. If you know the story about my stalker, then you know that, okay, I'm not going to get into that. But if you know, they will linger around places that you typically go just to see you. Okay, next, he doesn't seem capable of taking no for an answer. That's number 4. Number 5, he tries to make it impossible for you to leave him. Obsessed. Addicted. He's addicted to you. He's obsessed with you. He's territorial, and he's most likely possessive. Also, and this is, you guys, this is serious. Okay, this is very serious. This is life or death, literally. This is life or death. This is how you protect yourself. Look out for these signs, seriously. Okay, number 6, people you know regularly call him your stalker. Now, I know people take stalking like lightheartedly, especially in times of social media, but you got to be careful of the man that is constantly watching you on social media. He watches every story, every Snapchat. He may even stalk you from fake pages and make comments that you don't know about. Got to be careful. Number 7, he seems to know you, but you don't really know him. So that tells me that he may watch you on social media. He may follow you in real life. He may dig into things when you're not looking. He may look at your mail. He may invade your privacy by going in your purse. Got to be careful. I think a man stole money from me one time. This is a real life story. I think a man stole money from me one time. I think he went in my purse, got my debit card, wrote down my debit card numbers, real life story. And he got my information, and he was able to Cash App himself or steal money off of Cash App through Cash App. And I told him about it, and he acted all shocked and stuff like that. But my intuition was telling me that he was the one that did it. Till this day, he did it. And he tried, a liar, this is what they do. They try to pin it on somebody. Do you not know this man tried to pin my brothers or one of my brothers stealing money from me off Cash App? Now, I thought that was interesting because this is why you got to be a woman that thinks. You got to be a woman that uses your mind. It's money off Cash App. Why would you think my brothers would steal from me? Why are you trying to pin it on somebody that I know? Unless it was you. I don't like it when people try to bullshit me. I'm not dumb. I don't like it when people try to bullshit me. So he tried to bullshit me, tried to pin it on my brothers. I'm like, that don't even make sense. My brothers would never steal from me. So I didn't get that. But yeah, y'all be careful out here. So don't be leaving your purse around. Don't be leaving your purse around these men. Don't do it. Because you don't know what they really up to. Don't be so willy-nilly with that. Also, next, my favorite, he showers you with attention even when you ask him not to. He may even be so obsessed to where he's sending you flowers and he's sending you money and he's doing all of these things trying to win you back. That's why I said earlier in this live, you can't accept gifts, money, things from men. Like, you have to be discerning with that. Number 9, you get the feeling that he's in love with the idea of you rather than the real you. So that's another thing is Gotti. I said it again. Irv, he likes the idea of Ashanti when she was like 17, 21 years old. He likes the fantasy, the facade. He likes that. And he still thinks that she's still that girl. She's a grown woman. She is a grown woman now. She's no longer a 17, 21-year-old. But he has this fantasy about her. And he will not let it go. And that's why he's so obsessed. Also, next, number 10, you feel like he's suffocating you. He's definitely suffocating her. Also, he's irrationally jealous. And Irv definitely showcased that tonight within this interview. He's irrationally jealous. This is why I tell y'all to stay away from jealous men. Men can be very jealous of you, and it's best that you just stay clear of them. Then also, number 12, another favorite. He's actually quite delusional. Irv has shown throughout this entire interview how delusional he is. Oh, I'm going to start calling him Ivory Soap. I like that. Thank you, Marvelous M. I like that. Ivory Soap. Okay, so this is the list. These are the things that you should look out for. Please leave room for other things as well. I don't like giving y'all lists. I don't like giving y'all guidelines because I don't want you to just focus on these things. I want you to trust your intuition. Okay? And when you feel like your intuition is not being clear, then I want you to trust your discernment. Okay? And then if your discernment is still wonky, then I'm going to tell you to trust your instincts. Trust your gut feeling. Don't gaslight yourself. Don't do it. And if you trust your intuition, you trust your gut, your instinct, or whatever like that, and you were wrong, it's best to be wrong. And then go ahead and take accountability with whatever person that you're dealing with and handle that like a woman and be safe than to play it down and just make it seem like, oh, you're just overthinking. No. It's best for you to be wrong. It's best for you to get it wrong than it is for you to downplay your intuition or to gaslight yourself. I'm going to tell you that. So that's really all that I have for this live. Thank you for the super chat. There was a girl on TikTok that talked about her man taking her to his male cousin's house just so they could rob her with the cousin girlfriend and beat her up. So yeah, watch these men hard. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I did not hear about that story. Nowadays, I'm sorry, you need to watch everybody. I'm like the mama bear. I'm like the older cousin, the older sister. Listen, you gotta watch everybody. Don't put nothing past nobody. That's what I'm gonna tell you to do. Use your discernment, use your intuition. Then if those two things fail, then you need to use your instincts and your gut. Okay? Because women can set you up too. I've seen that. I saw a TikTok video of a woman, a grown woman, a mother setting this girl up with some girl that was at her job. And she knew that her son wasn't right in the head. And it was just so basically this girl can take her son off of her hands because she was tired of dealing with him. So y'all be careful. Y'all need to use discernment for everybody. Everybody. People have to earn your trust. You don't just give it to them. So you got to be careful. Explain the difference between those things. What is she talking about? Oh, discernment and intuition. Okay, intuition is your inner voice, and it's this deep knowing. Your intuition is going to tell you to do things that don't make sense, but it's a strong pull to do them. You have this strong energetic pull to do it. You have this strong energetic pull Like you just know that this is right. And you can't explain it, but you know that something is pulling you, okay? Discernment is you're using basically psychology. You are observing a person's emotion, their eyes, their whole body language. You're also listening to what they're saying or what they have said in the past. You kept mental notes of things that you felt were a little concerning, but you put it in the back of your mind for record for situations that may be pulling you to leave the situation alone or to go in the opposite direction. So when it comes to your intuition, it's this pull, this something in you is telling you to do something. Now your gut is similar to your instincts. We all have these natural instincts about ourselves. We have this natural instincts about ourselves. And I don't know, like we just feel called to do it. Sometimes we don't even notice that we're doing it because it's an instinct. It's an instinct. You just think to do it. You don't even think to do it. You just move to do it. You don't even really think it all the way through. It's a natural instinct. So you just gotta be careful. But that is the difference. Your intuition is just like this pull, this energetic pull for you to do something. And then your discernment is you using your logic, your mindset up here. So hopefully you guys are listening to some of the things that I say and taking it in for record keeping. And then if something occurs in your life, you think like, oh, okay, this is what Yoni was talking about. I know how to discern moving forward, you know? And it don't have to be everything. Everything that I say you don't need. For real, like you don't, I'm gonna tell you that you don't need the gossip, okay? You don't need the gossip. I'm gonna tell you that now. You need the general message outside of the gossip, okay? The gossip is just here to pull you in. But the general message, that is what I want you to actually take away from the video. I don't care about the gossip. I don't care about that. So make sure you guys are using your discernment. Make sure you guys are trusting your intuition. And if all fails, trust your instincts. Okay. Please like the video. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And let me know what else you would like for me to talk about. A lot of you guys kept sending me the LaToya Luckett video that she did with her dad. And then some of y'all sent me LaToya Luckett's video that she did with, was it Slim Thug? Let me know which one y'all would like for me to do. Comment it down below in the comment section. I will read it later. Please give the video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.